I'm going to show you how to draw Bohr model atoms. We're going to start with an element called lithium. And I want you to open your textbook, your Earth Science Glencoe textbook, to page 960. That shows us the periodic table. So I want you to look at the the second period, first group. You're going to see a data box for lithium. The atomic number is 3. The atomic mass is 9.41. Before we even start drawing the Bohr model of the atom, we have to find out how many protons there are, how many electrons, and how many neutrons. In order to find the number of protons, we're going to be looking at the atomic number. Find out the number of electrons, it equals the number of protons. And neutrons, we take the atomic mass minus the atomic number. So the number of protons, we look at the atomic mass, the atomic number, and that gives us 3 protons. Electrons, we look at the number of protons, and that tells us we have 3 electrons. And the number of neutrons, take the atomic mass, which is 6.91. We round that to the nearest whole number. Look at that first digit after the decimal. And if it's a 5 or higher, we know we need to round up. And in this case, it's a 9. So we're going to round that 6 up to a 7. So we say atomic mass minus the atomic number, which again is 3. 7 minus 3 equals 4 neutrons. Now that we know that, now we can draw our Bohr model of the atom. So, we draw the Bohr model. We start off with the nucleus. And inside the nucleus, we have 3 protons. So we're going to write the number 3 and put a plus next to it. We also have neutrons in the nucleus. We have 4 neutrons. So we're going to write the number 4 and put an N next to it. That's our nucleus. We're going to draw our first energy level, or we might call it an orbital. On these orbitals, we're going to end up putting our electrons. Now remember our rules. The first orbital has a maximum of 2 electrons. So we'll put 1 electron here, we label it with a dot and a minus sign. And we'll put the other one on the opposite side. Now remember, we have 3 electrons, so we have to find another one. So we have to draw another energy level. And we put our third electron out here. That is the Bohr model of lithium. Let's try another one. Another Bohr model. This time we're going to look at the periodic table, and we're going to be period 2, which is the second row, and the group 2, second column. And you're going to see periodic table data box for beryllium. Atomic number 4, atomic mass 9.0122. So let's find out how many protons we have, how many electrons we have, and how many neutrons we have. So this time, protons, we always look at the atomic number. The atomic number tells us how many protons, so we have 4 protons. Electrons equals protons in all neutral atoms. So we have 4 electrons. For neutrons, we take the atomic mass and we subtract the atomic number. So we have, this is our atomic mass, and we have to create a whole number. In this case, we look at the first digit after the decimal. If it's 5 or higher, we round this number up. It's 0, so it stays the same. So the atomic mass is 9. We subtract our atomic number, which is 4, which gives us 5 neutrons. Now that we know this information, we'll draw our Bohr model of beryllium. So we start with our nucleus. And again, we have 4 protons and 5 neutrons. So 5 protons is labeled as 5 plus because it's a positive charge, and we have 5 neutrons, and we put N there for neutral, no charge. Then we have still left to draw our electrons, and again we have rules to follow for our energy levels, our orbitals. On the first energy level, we are only allowed to have 2 electrons. So we have to draw, we've maxed that one out, we have to draw a second energy level. On this one, we have to put 2. So we have our 4 electrons, which is what we're supposed to have, our 5 neutrons in the nucleus, and our 4 protons. I'm sorry, we messed up. Supposed to only have 4 in here. Four protons, as you see up here, 4 electrons, and 5 neutrons.